Hi everyone, my name is Taiwo from Data Server. Our topic today is to show you how to dynamically export over 100,000 of records using VBA to selected folder in the list box from Access 2016, 2024 and Office 365 to Excel. Also note, you can apply the VBA code to Microsoft Access 2010 and Microsoft Access 2013 as well. Not to take too much of your time, I'm going to launch the topic of the day. As you can see from our slide, we need to do the following. So create folder table, add folders to folder table, create folder list box, activate list box double click event, add more folders to list box, modify refresh all button, update export button to select folder, test run export to select folder. So the next thing to do is to launch my Microsoft Access application. As you can see, this is the last section of part 2. For those of you that watched part 1 and part 2, especially the part 2, what we did in part 2 is to dynamically export over 100,000 of record from Microsoft Access to Excel by Data Server 2025. So basically, when you click any of this table, you can double click to view it instead of view, because in most of these standard applications you don't have your navigation open, so you can do that option. I've tried 2 of the listed for you. So, and the refresh button automatically refresh, and you can also export to a default C delete folder in the part 2 tutorial. But today we want to do it in such a way you can dynamically as well export to the desired folder you want based on what is on the list. And if you want additional folder to be added, you can automatically double click as well and add the new folder you want. This is what we're going to do today. So I will close this part 2 form, then I will open the export from part 3. As you can see, our export from part 3 title shows how to export over 100,000 of record dynamically using VBA to selected folder from Access 2016-2024, Office 365 to Excel by Data Server 2025. The keyword is selected folder. So we have to dive into the step-by-step tutorial. The first thing we need to do is to create our folder table. To create folder table, I'm going to go to the top of the menu. I'm going to click create, select table design. So I'm going to give my table design a name, and the name I'm going to give my table design, the first and foremost, I need to give it add feed. We just need only one feed name, which is a folder list, and the default data type is short text. As you can see, the feed size for that particular feed is 255. I'm going to leave it for this tutorial sake. Normally, I just want, you can change the feed size to whatever you want. I think the maximum expected feed size is supposed to be 200 characters, but I'm going to leave it for those of you that want to have, maybe you want to use your network drive, so you have long character. So, and the next thing is to give our table a name, and our table name will be folder table. So click the save icon at the top and save your. So the access will automatic prompt for, do you want to create a primary key now? For now, I'm not interested for primary key in this particular tutorial. I will just click no. So I'm going to table view my newly created table. As you can see, it's blank. So I will populate this blank table with 2 drives. My laptop has got not partition but 2 drives, C drive and D drive. So I've created delete folder and delete data folder in my C drive. Always remember to add slash. I'm going to save. So we're going to come back to this later. I'm going to close. For you to see, this is our new table called folder table, and this is what we just added. That's it. So the next thing to do is to create a folder list box that will populate this folder table. So to do that, I'm going to change this my export from part 3 to design mode. So to do that, I will click form design from the top menu, click the control arrow down, select list box, then I will drag onto the screen. The wizard will automatically pop up. I will ignore that by clicking cancel button. So now the next thing to do is to align my label and my list box. So do at the left alignment of the screen, very near to the table list. To do that, I'm going to make them the same size. I'm going to go to property, format, width. I'm going to give it 7. Alignment will be the same thing. Possible to check the alignment of this list box. Left alignment is 7.614. Change it to the same thing to have the same alignment for left. That's it. And the first thing to do is to give my label a title. I'm gonna call my label for my list box to be for that list box, and I'm gonna give my list box a name. The name will be that list box 11. Click on that from the property. You click other, then you click name. In front of the name, you enter your name of your list box. This tool is very crucial. At the moment, nothing is in our list box. I think I need to format them, give them the same font size. I'm going to give them Time New Roman. This one will be 14. And I will change the picture 1 to 12. So because we have a list of multiple jobs that I will gonna add to that. So that's the reason why. If you click that, it's going to see it's going to be blank. For us to make it go back to our design view, to populate this product table, we're going to select our list box again, go to data. The row source type, which is very crucial, is already table or query. I will leave it there. I'm going to use table this time around. I'm going to select product table, which is fine. If you go back there from view, as you can see, the tool is there. So click save. If you double click on this as I did earlier, you see it automatically open. So that's what we need to do to this our list box. To enable double click on the event procedure. So we're going to go to double click, which is this one, and double click this wall. We want that table to automatically open. So we're going to add our double click code, which is going to be the command open table. As you can see, for those of you that you cannot see all the code at once, if you are interested in this particular application to learn how to do it, you can send email to datasoftware2024@gmail.com to request for your copy. So let's continue. So we're going to view this. So let's try if it's working. You see, it's working. So the reason why we do that is to enable us to add more additional folder. So to do that, I'm going to delete this one. Yes. So I will add both my network drive and D drive. So you can see my C drive, my D drive, the two hard drive in my laptop, and this H is my network drive. So we're going to use it to test sending exporting folder to that. You can see it's giving delete as an error message, and the reason is because I've not put refresh. If I click refresh, it's going to automatically populate all the data added. So also if I click here, and click here. This one will now refresh, which is the folder list box. So for me to enable that, I'm going to add refresh code to this refresh all button. To do that, I'm going to go back to my design view, click design view, and I need to know the name of my box. It's already given a name, folder list box. Then go to event, click event procedure, and this is where I need to add the code that will enable me to refresh that as well. Just for time's sake, all the code has been typed. To show you how to do it, just this will enable me to refresh two of them at the same time. I'm gonna press it for you. As you can see, it's added. So let's see. Refresh is working. So we save. The next thing, which is the last bit, if you can see from our list, is to update the refresh button. We've modified our refresh button, update export button to select folder, and we're going to test run. That's the list now that we need to do. So to do that, we have to modify our export button. We go back to our design mode, go to unclick event procedure, click to load our event export button procedure, which is this. So we want this particular, as you can see, this message, if you select the table list, it's going to prompt us, please select table name from the list box. We want the same thing to apply the folder to a folder list box. So to do that, we're going to add this code that will enable us to do that. Similar to that of the code, only that we're going to change that of list box table to folder list, which is this one. This is the difference. As you can see. So the next thing to do, the destination, as I said earlier on, is C delete folder, which is the default. With one situation whereby our user can easily change the default from the front end, now giving access to your user to go to the back end. So we change this one to my path main dot folder list box. Whatever anything the user click on the folder list box in the front end, that is where the destination will go. That we need to save. These are the bits we need to do in this export form. We close, we save, it goes to our form view, then we will refresh. Now let's try something to test if the validation of prompt is working. So if you click here, it's going to tell us, please select table name from the list box. So we select table, as we want to export PC data 11. It's going to tell us again, please select item from the folder list box. We select, let's say we want to export to C, document folder CC. So I'm going to call up my folder. This is my C drive. I want to export to this one. Narrow my navigation pane so that I can let you see where this file is coming. So soon is believing. So when I click that, it's going to transfer that file to this folder. So I'm going to click export. So see, PC data is down there. It's going to tell us how long it's going to take. Successfully in 6 seconds. So let's just use the same method for H drive. So it's going to be longer because it's network drive. So let's see. So we're looking to access file subfolder, which is going to be HH. The same file, the same size. Let's just do the same thing. Yes, you see it's there. This is over 100,000 record. As you can see, that takes 9 seconds. This is all what we need to do. If we want to just double check, we have our file there, and everything is still intact with the format. These are all the files successfully exported to our external drive. You can see, let's go to the end of the file to see how many is 100,609 record. So for those of you that want to learn to unleash your potential, get in touch with us for your customization of your application, and you can unleash your potential to be professional data analysis. We can train you on Power BI, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Access, SQL. Also, we do web development. So come to our channel to get more educative tutorial. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. I remain your Taiwo. Thank you for coming and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Stay blessed. Bye.